play against VP.
Really like harped on about as being good. It's just crazy how they want to
to hold Spawn
over. Crazy Kitty's able to carve up just a couple more picks. The objective hasn't been taken in their favor, but Kit Kat trying to grab some players, pull them out into the horizon. Gets caught out before he could do much more.
Very nicely done. Going to be taken down. I'm not entirely sure who lost the audio there, whether it's me or Ryan, but Beetle keeps the pressure, pushing round to the side to make sure that they can see anyone who goes in for the flank. More, but Zerks could bring themselves back, could Karmic revive if they want to try and keep this fight going a little bit longer, but it's back to Spawn. They decide to go for the full reset.
Only just off the Psionic Seduction too. Everything else, Duelist Ultimate's not quite ready. Not really needed too much. Just enough of a dedication to fully white to the backline and time stuff well. And him and Tuzi have been very good at diving onto the right target and taking him down before the fight's even started for Paradox. But right now, he's forced back. He's forced to get healed up. And the Jeff Ultimate's actually going to come through and see what they can grab.
Took a photo to try and blow him up. Kit Kat is fleeing, but once again caught before they can make it to the edge of the map. Mash with the fate of both worlds is trying to keep the rest of Chop topped up. Karmic revival finally going to be burned.
In engagements, it's just that Chop seemed to have a much better stamina pace of how they wanted to dictate these fights.
The fact is, Paradox, like you said, they've been playing a lot in order to warm up for this, in order to just
on going deeper into the bracket that you sort of forget to pay attention and respect this first game. You could definitely be left with egg on your face. And yet again, Paradox, because they had these ultimates going into the second point, using it with a good amount of pace. I really like this aggressive notion of how they want to fight, but unfortunately this time not able to get that first pick. In fact, it is just Crazy Kitty left alone, and
really good work leaving that healing point on the ground for their allies, but they just can't seem to find the targets. Let's look at who can prevent themselves from getting caught by the It's Jeff on the side of Chopped. Captain America can in theory dash out of it. Mash is fast and also has the ability to fade at both worlds, which will prevent it. Diamond Form, Free Flight, or the Psionic Teleport for Tuzi. Crazy Kitty's in the sky. Vertical first round. Paradox to control. They were able to get so many fights on the point. They've given up a crack and impact on for that Star-Lord, but they just can't seem to find momentum. It seems that they're completely disjointed right now, making their way up to the high ground. Going to try a contest, take a flank, keep the pressure on, but like you say, Chopped have massive ultimate advantage. The Paradox aren't far behind, but they're also running low on time.
it's where things start,
allowing them to at least touch, but the body blocks, they step back through. They make it onto the point for the last second touch, but Magneto falls. The wraparound from the side. Wolverine is giving everything they can to try and buy them time on the point. They knock Crazy Kitty out of the air. Actually giving us a little preview, or just bait.
Where do you even position? And especially with flying targets in the air for both sides, yeah, the Angela could be a good pivot. Rage of Ultron's going to allow Chop to control this battleground just a little bit more, and even able to take a MJD on the other side.
It's getting back into the air, pushing forward with the shield so they can try and look for...
At least Paradox able to fight a little bit more. That elimination that did come in is going to be reset by the Be Right Back, but you've got Kraken's Impact, Strangling Prison, all coming into play now to allow Paradox maybe some room to get this objective moving.
With the ultimate, and that is going to be Crazy Kitty setting up. Zerks goes down. Banner is barely surviving this, as Vertigo with the Cosmic Yard Amplifier is keeping everyone topped up.
Means that this is a bit more of a brutal fight. You've got to get some charges in for Crazy Kitty to just keep the damage up on the stairs. You've got the little reticle underneath, and actually being able to charge people, see it fully live.
Mag is forced all the way off the point, dropped low, and Paradox still can't find an opening.
We really haven't moved the point much at all. 50 meters total, and it's pretty much reset in a pretty awkward predicament. You have got some combinations of ultimates that look very... The execution can't happen yet. The invisible boundary and the Meteor M, we've installed things out for the time being, and Paradox at least touching a point to achieve overtime, but the wick is burning down so quickly, nobody's able to really touch. And Crazy Kitty total from Paradox, and a golden debut from Angela.
Very nicely done. Heaven's Retribution really showing what it's made.
You've got kind of like a mixed match of like a comp. You've got double duelist, but still this triple strategist, and then it's Invisible Woman, Loki, and then Ultron. It's a weird mix of DRP. Just solo Vanguard over on the Magneto. but it's not really like you have to push it far. You've already got 1/5 of the way, but it's how well you can get around this corner. Taking out one of the strategists in the backline, though, before they can build up that ultimate is going to...
It's just stepping out of the spawn into the other. Karmic Revival to try and buy any extra time they can to just reinforce people, to get anyone here, any reinforcements, any delays. Zerx has given all they can, but no one from Chopped is even taken down. That is going to be a solid, convincing map number 2.
It's tricky. There's not too much you can do, which showed a lot of the strengths that Angela has, sure. But I do think, like, the context of, like, this is one of the top, maybe top 4, top 5 teams in EMEA going up against a squad that finished top 32 in MRC, qualified based off of that. It's like, can this work against Citadel? Can this work against Alcacia or Virtus Pro? That much leaves me a little bit to be desired, but we've seen for months now
is all that matters. And try